Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video, we're diving deep into the shocking realities of the world's poorest countries. From war-torn nations to those struggling with infrastructure and healthcare, these countries are battling severe poverty and economic hardships. Did you know some of the youngest nations on Earth are struggling to survive? Or that entire economies are being crippled by conflict and natural disasters? You won't believe what's happening in these nations. Watch until the end for some surprising insights. Right finger, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video to spread awareness about these global issues. Let's help these countries rise together. 1. Burundi. The struggles of a small nation. Burundi, a country with over 11 million people, has a GDP of only $261.9 million in 2021. Despite its small size, the nation is grappling with severe poverty, lack of healthcare, and energy shortages. The political instability and past conflicts have left its people fighting for survival every day. 2. South Sudan, the world's youngest and poorest nation. South Sudan is the youngest country in the world, but sadly, it also ranks among the poorest, with a GDP of just $1.95 billion. The country is devastated by war, political instability, and humanitarian crises, leaving millions of people without access to basic necessities like clean water and food. 3. Malawi, struggling with economic decline and health crises. Malawi, with over 19 million people, has a GDP of $7.52 billion. Unfortunately, it's facing massive issues like a failing agricultural economy, high rates of HIV, AIDS, and energy shortages. The nation's people are fighting an uphill battle to stay afloat in the face of so many challenges. 4. Central African Republic. Poverty amidst political chaos. The Central African Republic, with a GDP of just $2.18 billion, is battling severe poverty and instability. Years of conflict have left the people struggling for survival. With limited healthcare, energy, and infrastructure, it's a nation in desperate need of change. 5. Mozambique. Battling famine and natural disasters. Mozambique, with a population of over 32 million people, faces a dire situation, with a GDP of $14.4 billion. Natural disasters like floods and storms, along with conflict and hunger, are devastating its people, and despite having natural resources, they struggle to overcome these challenges. 6. Sierra Leone. Recovering from the Ebola crisis. Sierra Leone, with a GDP of $4.61 billion, has been scarred by the Ebola epidemic and is still recovering from its effects. The country continues to struggle with high poverty levels, lack of infrastructure, and serious health problems, making it one of the poorest in the world. 7. Liberia. Economic struggles and health crises. Liberia, with a population of over 5 million, is facing a tough economic situation with a GDP of just $3.28 billion. Ebola outbreaks, energy shortages, and lack of infrastructure are holding the country back. The path to recovery is long, but the nation's people continue to fight on. 8. Madagascar. Battling economic and environmental challenges. Madagascar, home to over 29 million people, has a GDP of $13.04 billion. But the nation is facing multiple challenges, including deforestation, economic decline, and health crises like malaria and cancer. The pandemic has also hit the tourism industry hard, leaving many in desperate need of support. 9. Niger. Struggling with malnutrition and economic decline. Niger, with a population of over 25 million people, has a GDP of just $6.76 billion. The country faces extreme poverty, food insecurity, and lack of healthcare, which is exacerbated by its agricultural decline and challenges in the mining sector. 10. Malawi. Facing economic decline and health challenges. Malawi is in a difficult situation, with a GDP of $7.1 billion and ongoing issues like malaria, HIV, AIDS, and a declining agricultural economy. The people are resilient, but they continue to face overwhelming challenges that hinder their development and growth. These countries are all facing dire challenges, from poverty and economic instability to health crises and environmental disasters. But with global support and a concerted effort, there's hope for the future. It's crucial for the international community to continue providing aid and support to help these nations rise above their hardships.